Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Podcast. I'm Emma, and as always, I'm here to help you practice your English in a relaxed and natural way. Today's topic is something we all experience every single day, but a lot of learners find it hard to talk about in English.
And I think I know what it is. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex. Are we talking about feelings?
Exactly. Today's episode is called Talk About Your Feelings. We're going to learn how to describe emotions, share how we feel about different situations, and pick up some really useful expressions along the way.
I love this topic because honestly, in my own language, I can describe my feelings in so many different ways. But in English, I sometimes just say I'm fine or I'm good, even when that's not really true.
That's so common. Fine and good are easy, safe words, but they don't tell us much. By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole toolbox of words and phrases to describe exactly how you feel, whether you're excited, nervous, frustrated, or completely relaxed.
Perfect. So where do we start?
Let's start with some core vocabulary, basic emotion words that everyone should know. Then we'll move into a real conversation, some useful idioms, and finally, a shadowing practice so you can train your pronunciation. Sound good?
Sounds great. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's begin with the basics. We're going to look at positive feelings, negative feelings, and a few that are somewhere in between. Alex, can you give us an example of a positive feeling?
Sure. When I get good news, I feel thrilled. That means really happy and excited.
Great example. Thrilled is much stronger than just happy. Here's another one. Content. This means you feel satisfied and peaceful. Not super excited, but happy with how things are.
I feel content on a quiet Sunday morning with a cup of coffee and no plans.
That sounds lovely. Now let's look at some negative feelings. One word that's super useful is frustrated. This is when something annoys you because it's not working the way you want. Like when your internet connection keeps disconnecting during an important video call. Exactly. That's a perfect example of feeling frustrated. Another important one is anxious, feeling worried or nervous about something that might happen.
I always feel anxious before a job interview, even if I'm well prepared.
That's completely normal. Let's also talk about overwhelmed. This means you have so much to deal with that it feels like too much.
Yes, I felt overwhelmed last month when I had 3 deadlines in the same week.
I think we've all been there. Let's put these words into a table so our viewers can review them. Now that we've covered some vocabulary, let's put it into practice. Alex, how have you been feeling this week, honestly? Honestly, it's been a mixed week. On Monday, I felt really motivated. I started a new workout routine and I was excited to try it. Nice. What happened after that? Well, by Wednesday, I was exhausted. My whole body was sore and I felt a bit discouraged because I thought maybe this isn't for me. That happens to a lot of people. It's completely normal to feel discouraged at the beginning of something new. What helped you feel better?
Actually, talking to a friend helped a lot. She told me it's normal to feel sore, and that motivated me to keep going. By Friday, I felt proud of myself for not giving up.
I love that. It shows how our feelings can change so much in just one week. Let's talk about work now. How do you usually feel at the start of a busy workday?
To be honest, sometimes I feel a little anxious, especially if I have a big meeting. My heart beats faster, and I start thinking about everything that could go wrong.
That's such a relatable feeling. I think a lot of our listeners can connect with that. What do you usually do to calm down?
I take a few deep breaths and I remind myself that I've prepared well. Sometimes I just say to myself, it's okay, you've got this.
That's a great strategy. Talking to yourself in a kind way can really help with anxiety. Now, let's switch to something more positive. Can you tell us about a moment recently when you felt really happy?
Yes. Last weekend, my family and I had a video call together, and it had been a while since we'd all talked at the same time. I felt so warm and happy inside. It honestly made my whole day.
That's beautiful. Family connections can really lift our mood. What about you, Emma? Wait, that's me. Let me share something too.
Go ahead, Emma.
This morning, I was a bit grumpy because I woke up late and missed my usual coffee time. But then a listener sent us a message saying our podcast helped them have a real conversation in English for the first time. That completely changed my mood. I felt so touched and grateful.
That's amazing. See, our feelings really can change quickly depending on what happens around us.
Exactly. And that's a great point to move into our next section. Common expressions and idioms we use to talk about feelings in a more natural way. All right, let's look at some expressions that native speakers use all the time. These will make you sound much more natural. Alex, have you ever heard the expression, "I'm over the moon"?
Yes, it means you're extremely happy, right? Like when something amazing happens?
Exactly. For example, I was over the moon when I heard the good news. Now, what about the opposite, when someone feels really sad?
We could say, I'm feeling down or I'm feeling blue.
Perfect. Feeling blue is a classic one. Here's another. Down in the dumps. It means feeling sad or low for a period of time. He's been a bit down in the dumps since he lost his job.
What about when you're really nervous before something important? I always say I have butterflies in my stomach.
That's such a great one. It describes that fluttery feeling in your stomach when you're nervous or excited, like before a presentation or a first date.
And if someone is really angry, we might say they're fuming or they hit the roof.
Right. Hit the roof means getting extremely angry very suddenly. For example, my dad hit the roof when he saw the car damage.
One more I really like is on cloud nine. It means you're extremely happy, almost like floating.
Yes, she's been on cloud nine since she got engaged. Let's put all of these idioms into a table for our viewers. These expressions are great because they add color and personality to your English. Instead of just saying happy or sad, you can really show emotion.
Definitely. I'm going to try using over the moon this week.
Now it's time for our shadowing practice. I'll say a sentence slowly and clearly. Pause the video, repeat it out loud, and try to copy my rhythm and pronunciation. Ready? Let's go.
Great job, everyone. Repetition like this really helps train your mouth and ears for natural English rhythm.
Absolutely. Try recording yourself and listening back. You'll be surprised how much you improve over time. Before we finish, let's give you some questions to think about. Try answering them out loud in English. This is a great way to practice speaking on your own.
Here's the first one. How are you feeling right now, and why?
Second question. Describe a time you felt over the moon. What happened?
And the last one. What helps you when you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed?
Take your time. Think in English and try to use at least one new word or idiom from today's episode.
Well, that's it for today's episode. I really enjoyed talking about feelings. It's something we all share, no matter what language we speak.
Me too. Remember, the more you talk about your feelings, even in a new language, the more confident you'll become. So next time someone asks, "How are you?" try going beyond "I'm fine."
Maybe try I'm feeling pretty content today. Or honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm okay.
Perfect examples. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who's learning English too.
Leave a comment and tell us, what's one word or idiom from today that you are going to use this week?
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next episode of Easy English Podcast.
Bye for now.